can't walk 8 people and expect to win any ball game. And is that the only reason we lost? Of course not. But it's certainly part of it.
David comes out so sharp and then walks a couple guys and has that tough fourth. It's been a few times he's thrown up zeros and then had like a tough inning, and sometimes actually got not a lot of runs. But do you see any common thread when that has happened for him?
No, because how do you explain it if you're not seeing anything different visually? The delivery doesn't look much different. Obviously, he's a tall drink of water and has some long limbs and all that. But there's a lot of guys that have delivery things they could talk about, or I wouldn't focus on those things as much. He's fully able and talented and has the ability to throw good strikes and attack in the zone. You see the good results that he gets. He's certainly got that. I've talked with you guys about the consistency, and that's part of normally a pitcher developing and becoming a good major league pitcher from a guy in the minor leagues, because they're not really going to help you out here as much as you might get maybe at the AAA level. You got to keep making good pitches, and obviously he didn't have it for a period of time in the game, and we ended up giving up some runs because of it. That's really what happened. He was sharp. He looked great. And then there was the long break, too, with the umpire change. And I think both pitchers were off the field for an extended period of time. And I don't know what inning it was, but both pitchers, you could probably say weren't as sharp after that long break. I don't think either guy would make an excuse and say that's enough of a reason to not pitch well. But we got to find a way to not give those free passes and help ourselves.
Fair to see kind of things spiral for Brock there in the inning. I mean, just 3 straight hits.
Yeah, he had 2 outs, nobody on base. Brock is almost never going to give up 3 straight hits, and what were a couple of ground balls, or a couple of they kind of shot it the other way and used the whole field, just put it in play, and things worked out, and then they hit a gap too, and some. It's part of the game. Sometimes they're going to hit it where we're not able to get to it, and he doesn't give up too many hits in the first place. So, we'll take our chances with Brock right there, of course. But obviously a tough way to lose it when you lose the lead when you have that. You're in a great situation with the right guy on the mound, and he was throwing the ball well.
You guys, like you talked about, kind of self-reflecting there on the performance. Since the winning streak ended at 7 one-run losses that have gone against you, what do you have to do to not let that build, that tight games, not let that become too much of a thing where you get out of your own way and win those games?
Truthfully, I think it's just focus. It's you can probably talk about each one of these games. You say all those games, you can probably talk about each one of them a little differently. It's not like one thing is happening in those games that is a direct correlation to the wins and the losses. There's a lot of things that we can do, but I think if each one of us takes a step back and we're like, hey, let's not look at the big picture, and we're in the middle of the season right now. Let's focus on what can I do out there to help the team win, to play good fundamental baseball, make the plays that I can make, mentally be in the right place, be thinking ahead, just have good at bats, not think as the game goes on you have to do more and more and more, or if you're not, or if there's some frustration or you're just not where you want to be, you're not going to make it all back in a swing or on one play. Just keep pressing forward, and good things will happen. We have talented players. We have a really good team. Just keep pushing forward, making good baseball plays, making good decisions, and we're going to be in a good spot.
Any indications on Jeffers? There was no fracture.
Yeah, no fracture. As of now, the plan is we'll plan on playing him tomorrow. We're facing a lefty, but it'll depend on how he wakes up. So we'll probably put him in the lineup, or at least tentatively plan on him playing. He'll get a ton of treatment between now and tomorrow's game either way, and we'll see how his swings are tomorrow in the cage or on the field. We'll be able to judge by then.